Hello, you're watching the English News Bulletin on Qpvn channel. I'm Nguyễn, and now let me keep you up to date with the headlines. Vietnam hopes for a new chapter in relations with Arab nations. Under the Flag of Glory live program slated for August the 9th. Vietnam, a symphony of tropical colors festival in Moscow wraps up. Outstanding role models must be widely promoted to inspire emulation throughout the People's Public Security Force. This was stressed by Party General Secretary Tô Lâm at a meeting with exemplary individuals attending the 9th Foreign National Security Emulation Congress held by the Ministry of Public Security on August 4th in Hanoi. The Congress honored 246 individuals representing thousands of good people, good deeds, including heroes of the People's Armed Forces and national emulation warriors. General Secretary Tô Lâm praised the silent sacrifices of officers and their families. He stressed that protecting national security and social order in this transformative period is both a heavy and noble mission. The public security force must create strong emulation momentum in daily work, closely linking patriotic movements with studying and following Ho Chi Minh's thought, morality, and style, especially his 6 teachings for the public security force. Honored individuals and collectives must keep striving, avoid complacency, and spread the spirit of emulation throughout the force and community. As part of his ongoing state visit to Egypt on August 4th local time, President Lương Cường and a high-ranking Vietnamese delegation visited and worked at the Arab League headquarters in Cairo. General Phan Văn Giang, Minister of National Defense, joined the delegation. After witnessing the Vietnam Arab League flag-raising ceremony with Secretary General Ahmed Aboud Agit, President Lương Cường delivered an important speech themed opening a new chapter in the friendship and cooperation between Vietnam and Arab countries for peace, cooperation, and development. President Lương Cường sent greetings of General Secretary Tô Lâm to Arab countries. Vietnam highly lauded the Arab League's effort in fostering peace, cooperation, and development, affirming their role and position of Arab states in the region as well as in the international arena. The state president said that the world is facing unprecedented challenges that affect all countries. Vietnam hopes that all countries would clearly demonstrate their responsibility for world peace, uphold multilateralism, respect the United Nations Charter, international law, and universally recognized norms of conduct and respect the legitimate interest of small and medium-sized countries. President Ho Chi Minh affirmed that unity, great unity, success, great success. This immortal saying remains profoundly relevant to this day. Therefore, Vietnam and Arab countries need to strengthen unity, promote multilateralism, and actively contribute to building a fair and equal world economic and political order based on international law. Sharing Vietnam's vision in the new era, the president said that Vietnam would continue to implement the consistent foreign policies of independence, autonomy, multilateralism, and diversification, and actively engage in intensive and extensive international integration. Vietnam is proactively participating in solving common regional and international issues. President Lương Cường suggested that the parties continue to strengthen political trust, deepen cooperation, economic, trade and investment relations, promote cooperation in innovation, green transformation, and sustainable energy development, promote cultural and people-to-people exchanges, and further strengthen coordination at regional and international multilateral forums. The president's speech was praised by the Secretary General of the Arab League, ambassadors representing the League's member states, scholars, and observers at the Arab League headquarters. Previously, President Lương Cường met with Arab League Secretary General Ahmed Aboud Agit and League leaders. On behalf of the Central Military Commission and Ministry of National Defense, General Phan Van Giang, Minister of National Defense, sent letters of command to Engineering Brigade 299 under Corps 12 and Army Printing House No. 2 under the General Political Department on the occasion of the 60th and 50th founding anniversaries, respectively. Minister Phan Van Giang praised and commended Engineering Brigade 299 for excellently completing military engineering and ready for combat works over the past 60 years and reaping many achievements in combat readiness, training, exercises, and competitions, actively participating in detecting, handling, and clearing unexploded ordnance, preventing and overcoming the consequences of natural disasters, carrying out search and rescue operations. Regarding Army Printing House 2, Minister Phan Van Giang praised the units for its excellent performance in printing the People's Army newspaper and other publications serving education, dissemination, production, and business, combining national defense with the economy, ensuring jobs and stable income for workers over the past 50 years. Preparation work for the National Political Artistic Program under the Flag of Glory to celebrate the 80th anniversary of the August Revolution and the National Day, September 2nd, is being urgently carried out in Hanoi, Hue, and Ho Chi Minh City. On the afternoon of August 4th, Senior Lieutenant General Chung Tien-to, Vice Chairman of the General Political Department, inspected the broadcast location in Ho Chi Minh City. Appreciating the preparation efforts of the relevant units and agencies in Ho Chi Minh City, Senior Lieutenant General Chung Tien-to requested the Army Broadcasting Center to continue to closely coordinate with the Military Region 7 Command, units and agencies in the city, appropriately allocating all resources, while carrying out the preparation work for the successful organization of the program, contributing to fostering revolutionary ideals, instilling confidence, responsibility, and aspiration of devotion for the young generations. He also urged for absolute security and safety assurance, as well as active promotion and dissemination work to bring the program closer to the audience. The multi-location live broadcast program under the Flag of Glory is a political art epic, a declaration through various emotions and images about patriotism, desire for peace, and the Vietnamese spirit throughout the history of building and defending the country. In any period, Vietnamese youth always upholds the spirit of wherever the country needs, there is the youth. Wherever has difficult, there is the youth. During the national resistance wars against national independence, Vietnamese youth enthusiastically joins the military and stays ready to sacrifice their lives to protect the country. Vietnamese youngsters joining the military became a testament to the strength of will and patriotism. In the 1970s, more than 10,000 university students in Hanoi engaged in the military with an unshakable spirit of the youth ready to go anywhere, do anything when the fatherland needs. This is not only the voluntary spirit of young people, but also a brilliant symbol of patriotism, faith in the party, and enthusiasm of Vietnamese youth in response to the call of the fatherland.
Chúng tôi là những học sinh sinh viên.
We're students and joined the military in 1972 following the call of the fatherland. After more than a month of training at Division 304B, we engaged in the battle at the Quảng Trị Ancient Citadel. In response to the call of the fatherland, I joined the military when I was a student to gain the national independence. In 1970, following the call of the party, I joined the military and fought the enemy at the South Battlefield. I and my comrades completed the mission assigned by the party. The war has ended, but the memories of the old battlefield and old comrades are seared into the soldiers' minds. Those historic days made them burst into tears and remember their fallen comrades on the battlefield, at the same time felt proud to have contributed their parts to the national peace. The days living with my comrades on the battlefield have passed 50 years ago, but for me they remain fresh. The peace we have today is thanks to the sacrifices of tens of thousands, even millions of Vietnamese lives. We, the older generation who have fulfilled the military service, hope that young people will uphold the nation's revolutionary tradition and strive to make Vietnam strong and prosperous. Our history is glorious. Our tradition is proud. We want to keep that patriotic flame burning with today's generations, the spirit, the determination to build a strong Vietnam. We'll make breakthroughs, further develop and overcome every challenge of our time, especially in the context of global change, to build a powerful Vietnam. The soldiers of the past wrote heroic epics in war with courage and loyalty. Today, in peacetime, they place their faith in the younger generation. The stories of those soldiers will live on and burn the flame of patriotism in the hearts of today's generation.
Coming up next, Vietnam standardizes durian export chain control process. Vietnam, a symphony of tropical colors festival in Moscow wraps up. On August 4th, Deputy Minister of Agriculture and Rural Development Trần Thành Nam signed the Food Safety Control Procedure for fresh durian export. This is the first national-level guideline aimed at ensuring consistent control across the entire production and trade chain of a fruit that brings in billions of dollars annually.
The procedure sets out detailed food safety requirements from cultivation, harvesting, transport, and storage to packaging and export. All parties in the chain, including traders not directly involved in production and packaging, must comply or are subject to oversight by local authorities. This new regulation helps prevent evasion of responsibility when shipments are rejected at import ports. Durian farms must meet food safety standards, ensure traceability, and be able to recall substandard products. Packaging facilities must also meet hygiene and traceability standards, have proper codes, and be certified by the ministry. Transport and storage from farms to packaging sites must follow unified food safety conditions. The procedure also clearly defines the role of management agencies, helping the durian industry operate under the more transparent, consistent, and professional legal framework.
The festival Vietnam, a symphony of tropical colors in Moscow, has wrapped up. The event hosted nearly 1 million visitors, with many booths sold out and a growing interest in Vietnam as a travel destination.
According to the Moscow Department of Tourism, 968,000 locals and tourists joined the 10-day event. Food stalls were constantly busy. Many items had to be restocked several times from Vietnam. Yet in the final day, some booths had to close due to being completely sold out. Food games areas were always surrounded by eager crowds. Some even waited early for the next round. Traditional instruments performances were extended from 30 to 45 minutes to meet the audience demand. It is my first time trying bánh mì, so delicious and special. I don't know much about Vietnam, but here I feel it's a country with strong identity, very different from others. Even in Moscow, one could feel Vietnam vividly, turning curiosity into plans to visit and experience it firsthand. During the 10-day festival, our mobile office welcomed 700 to 1,000 visitors daily. It's a rare chance to connect directly with tourists before they travel to Vietnam. That helps us better understand their interest and adjust in time. The genuine interest, smiles, and applause over the past 10 days were the powerful achievements of the festival. The souvenirs Russians took home weren't just flavors and colors. They also carried the charm of a land with 54 ethnic groups, 4,000 years of history, and sincere, kind-hearted people. This is how culture shines, by enriching itself and building bridges for friendship. Overseas Vietnamese, once again, it was a moment of pride in their roots and a feeling that home has never been closer.
And that's all for now. Remember, you can always watch news again at qpvn.vn. Now, thank you for watching and hope to see you next time.